Would you like to continue the conversation? Yes, I did. I'll answer it again. Take the MAGA wax out of your ears. Stop talking and listen.
Hey, Brian, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the tariff deals. I saw that the UK and the United States came to a deal, and say what you want about it. I mean, I've seen mixed stuff about it, but as someone who's a critic of Trump, at what point like, how many deals have to happen for you to say, you know, maybe he wasn't completely wrong with the tariffs?
Well, do you think right now he's wrong?
I mean, with regards to that deal, frankly, I don't really know enough about it.
Okay. So how can you? Okay. So with respect, how can one say whether the tariffs are working or not if they don't know anything about it?
I'm not trying to say whether they're working or not. What I am saying is
I'll say it's not working. It's not working.
There was a cause and effect because the tariffs came in. Okay. And a new deal got negotiated and signed, right?
Okay, so how many? They said 90 deals. They said 90 deals in 90 days. How many deals have been signed so far? We're 3 weeks in, right? We're actually more than 3 weeks in. We're almost a month in. How many deals have been signed?
Right. I mean, only one.
And why did he sign? Okay, hold on. Why did he sign that deal with the UK? Who did it benefit? Did it benefit us? I do know. Hold on. I do know. It benefited them more than it benefited us. He also just cut the China. Take a look at it. Take a look at the money. Take a look at the money that is being made because of these deals that were put in place. And then you can go listen to an economist or somebody that might not be biased, and they will tell you. Now, if you disagree with me, do your homework and go ahead and look at that. I'm just telling you with respect, one deal has been made. One deal. We were told 90 deals in 90 days. We were told all the countries are kissing his ass and they want to make a deal. Where's the art of the deal? He also caved on China. Do you know why he just caved on China and he cut the tariffs to 80%? Do you know why he did that?
Why did he do that?
President Xi refuses to even talk to him. They are laughing at him. He's caving himself because China is not stepping down. That's not a leader. First of all, he's an imbecile with these 140% tariffs. Now he just cut it to 80%. They have even admitted that they haven't even had any talks with the president of the Chinese government. What does that tell you?
Do you think that China needs to start playing by the rules? Like, if you talk to any...
Playing by... Wait, hold on. Playing by the rules. Your definition would be playing by the rules to just have a conversation with another world leader that's putting tariffs and implementing 100.
What I mean is in more of a broad sense, where you hear these things about China stealing IP, undercutting American workers, undercutting workers from other countries. Like, it's not just an American problem. Like other.
All right, so let's go. I want to go by your standard. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. By your standards, you don't like China taking advantage of us, for lack of a better term. What would you say about an evil, murderous dictator who's responsible for killing thousands and thousands of innocent people in Ukraine? Why wouldn't you go after that person? Why would you send that person COVID test kits in the middle of COVID and call him smart and brilliant and say Ukraine started the war? By your standards, if China's taking advantage of us and you think that tariffs are the best way to handle it, which I would respectfully disagree with you on, then why would you coddle Vladimir Putin? And every single time Trump says Putin wants peace, it's another airstrike.
Nothing to what about isn't game. I asked a simple question.
No. I answered your question, and I answered your question. So we can either continue the conversation or you can be an idiot. Would you like to continue the conversation? Yes, I did. I'll answer it again. Take the MAGA wax out of your ears. Stop talking and listen. You're talking and you're defending the tariffs that Donald Trump...
I'm not defending anything.
Okay, so what's your question then?
I asked you a question.
What's the question? Go ahead.
My position is, how many deals would it take for you to say that, hey, maybe this isn't a bad idea?
What they said, what the White House said. I'm trying to answer your question. That means you stop talking. They said 90 deals in 90 days. Donald Trump and his administration said 90 deals in 90 days. If they held up their end...
Nothing short of 90. Nothing short of 90.
Nothing short of what Donald Trump and his administration promised. And by the way, if it was 85 deals or 80 deals and say they were 10 deals short, I'd give them the benefit of the doubt. So now I'm going to ask you a question. We are almost a month into this. They said 90 days and 90 deals. Let me ask you, how many deals have been made?
There's been one with UK. There's been discussions.
No. I didn't ask about discussions because that's hearsay. Tell me again, how many deals have been made?
Hearsay. You don't have a definition.
How many deals have been made? Answer the question. I'm asking it for a third time. How many deals have been made?
You can keep repeating yourself to try yourself.
I'll ask it one more time, and if you can't answer it, the phone call is over. I answered your question. Now answer mine, you MAGA coward. How many deals have been made? Answer the damn question.
2.
Nope.
3.
One deal has been made, and you're a complete imbecile. And if you want to talk about 2 or 3, that's how many brain cells you have, you frickin' moron. Have a nice day. And here's Donald Trump. Remember when he said that all these other countries are kissing his ass? That's right. Donald Trump said that. He said all these other countries are literally kissing his ass, and they all want to make deals when it comes to these tariffs. Well, now he's kind of echoing that again, even though we've had how many deals in the first, month? But here's Donald Trump talking about the 150 countries that want to make a deal. Have a listen to this.
We just reached a fantastic trade deal, as you know, with the United Kingdom, which was wonderful. And we have another big one that we just reached with China. The China deal is a very big deal. It's in the process of continuing to be formed, but they wanted to make that deal very badly. And we have, at the same time, 150 countries that want to make a deal, but you're not able to see that many countries. So at a certain point over the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think Scott and Howard will be sending letters out, essentially telling people, it would be very fair, but we'll be telling people what they'll be paying to do business in the United States. So essentially be paying to be doing business in the United States. I guess you could say they could appeal it, but for the most part, I think we're going to be very fair. But it's not possible to meet the number of people that want to see us. And but this was coming to UAE was very important. Coming to Saudi Arabia and Qatar was very important to me because of personal relationships that I had, maybe more than anything else.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure it's personal relationships. I'm sure it had nothing to do with receiving a $400 million gift. I'm sure that had nothing to do with that. I'm sure it had nothing to do with his business dealings. Nothing to do with it. By the way, what a word salad. Could I get some Russian dressing with that word salad, please? Holy smokes. They talked about Joe Biden mumbling and bumbling. Listen to this buffoon when he speaks to the media and when he attempts to answer these questions. What a word salad that was. They're all kissing his ass, right? Yes, they're all kissing his ass. That's exactly what's going on. And then Donald Trump talking about how we've never seen anything happening right now like what's happening in the United States. Well, I actually agree with him. We've never seen a president of the United States pardon a bunch of January 6ers, some of whom beat police officers. We've never seen a president not giving people in this country due process that they deserve. We've never seen anybody deporting people that come to this country legally through a port of entry that are seeking asylum with no criminal record and getting deported because they have tattoos that say mom and dad. So I actually agree with Donald Trump, even though he might have had a different meaning for it. But he said, we've never seen anything like what's happening in this country right now. I sort of agree with him.
And I said, just build your plant inside the United States and you have no tariffs. And that's exactly what they're doing. And that's what many, many companies are doing, the auto companies, all of them. There's never been anything like what's happening right now to the United States, I can tell you. Nothing. There's never been anything like it. We're at a level that no country has seen, I don't believe. We have, every time I meet, I usually increase it by about $1 trillion because we get news of another investment. But we're probably in the $12 to $13 trillion range of investments. And
Yeah, we've never seen anything like this before. I completely agree. We've never seen a 34-count convicted felon as president of the United States. We've never seen someone as a liable abuser as president of the United States. We've never seen someone that has had over 25 women that have come forward that have accused the president of abuse. No, we've never seen anything like that, including his ex-wife in court documents, by the way. We've never seen a president with his, 4 hair transplants and 8 layers of orange makeup stand up and lie to the American people every single day. We've never seen a president of the United States defy our own Constitution. Yes, that's right, he is. By not giving people due process, he's ripping up parts of our Constitution. We've never seen a president defy the Supreme Court. Yes, that's right. The Supreme Court ruling 9-0 that Mr. Garcia needs to be facilitated back Donald Trump needs to be the one to help facilitate Garcia back to the United States of America. We've never seen a president defy the Supreme Court, go after judges and members of their family. No, we've never seen a president sell Bibles with his name on it, made in China for $3, sold in the United States of America for $60. We've never seen a president be doing what the president of the United States is doing right now when it comes to a Ponzi scheme, when it comes to what he's doing with his business dealings, particularly with the coins that he is selling. We've never seen this before. So I agree with Donald Trump, the mob boss. We've never seen anything like this before. Donald Trump, maybe he thought something differently than what I'm thinking, but he's right. We've never seen anything like what's happening right now in the United States of America. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't recognize the country that I have been living in my entire life. I don't recognize it. And then here's the point of the speech where he starts bragging about all these trade deals and how great they're doing on trade, where they literally haven't made any deals. Listen to this.
Gone are the days where defending every nation but our own was the primary thought. We are putting America first. We have to put America first. We have to rebuild and defend our nation. And very shortly, you're going to see a nation better than it's ever been. And you see that with the trade. For years, we've been ripped off by every nation in the world on trade. We've been ripped off at the NATO level. We've been ripped off like no country has ever been ripped off, but they don't rip us off anymore. They're not going to rip us off anymore. And you're seeing it. You have to watch what we're doing on trade. I know it's not your primary thing, but it's quite important in all fairness. But watch. You'll see what's going on. Been reading about it over the last few days. We're making deals with other nations that were nobody thought it would be even possible. And the reason is very simple. They respect us again. They're respecting our country again. That's what you want. And everything we do, we are bringing common sense back to America. It's all about...
Wait, what deals is Donald Trump talking about? Come again? What deals? Can you please explain, Mr. President? Remember all the countries you said they're all kissing your ass and they want to make a deal? What deals have you made, Mr. President? I haven't really heard of any real deals. President Xi won't even talk to you. What deals have you made? You caved to China. You're caving on these tariffs. You put them on a pause. Can you please tell me what deals you've made? Oh, wait a second. We were told 90 deals in 90 days. You haven't made any deals. I'm just wondering, they keep talking about all these deals that are going to be made, just like they're talking about Doge and all the $2 trillion that they're saving. We're going to lower the price of gas. We're going to lower the price of prescription drugs. We're going to lower the price of inflation. We're going to lower your taxes. We're going to hire a special prosecutor to go after Hillary Clinton. We're going to build a wall, and Mexico's going to pay for it. Gosh, what happened to all these promises? No tax on tips. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. What happened to all these promises? It doesn't seem like they've been fulfilled.